Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome once again to a review. And today I'll be reviewing the Nothing Gen 3. As a magician, I would say that what a magician looks for, specifically a professional magician, or a novice for that matter, is durability in the equipment, long lastingness. They look at value, and of course, what enrichment this effect would have for the routines that we perform. Notwithstanding the fact that smoke magic has been made quite interesting in recent times on the media, etc., and of course television, to enhance your magic effects to a point where it looks absolutely great and fascinating for that. So over the last couple of years, I've been investing a lot into devices that create smoke. Remembering, of course, that the devices itself is not the magic trick. You use it in the most interesting ways to enhance the current effects. And this is, for me, what we'll call enriching your magic. But devices in itself become problematic over time. They wear down, and of course you require replacements, and these things don't come cheap. Smoke devices right now is limited to maybe a couple of brands that I'm aware of. Of course, if you want self-working kind of gimmicks. So I look for value for money. And this particular device came to my attention after my previous two devices broke. And I say broke because, after a while, you use them constantly. And I use mine for table magic, restaurant magic. Sometimes I use them for shows, stage performance, parlor tricks, etc. So I was looking for something that could be easily used, not a lot of setup, less maintenance if you can, and of course, more above anything else, durability. It has to take the knocks, because when you're busy with routines, or you're doing different magic tricks, and you're doing different tables, etc., you don't want to hassle with things breaking in mid-routine or failing in mid-routine. So I've went through a lot of them, and to great expense. I mean, these, as I said before, these are not cheap. And the Nothing Gen 3 is something I've not had yet. This is something brand new. It's just arrived. I haven't even looked at it yet. I had a look at the reviews online, and it seems interesting. And the reviews currently for the Nothing Gen 3 boasts that this is one of the smallest self-working devices and the most reliable. It's been around for quite a long time. So this is the unboxing, and I haven't seen what it comes with yet. I had to look at the reviews, and I know, and I have an idea as to what's inside. But let's have a look. It comes with a very nice box, actually. Not like other smoke devices that I've purchased, but I don't want to mention brands right now. So this is the Nothing Gen 3 by Bon Lee, and I purchased mine through Vanish Inc. You can get it almost anywhere, from Penguin Magic, other magic stores around the world. You can order it online. Mine came, well, I'm from South Africa, so mine came quite quickly from the States. I would say I waited about like 7, maybe 10 days, and it arrived. But of course, you pay for the additional speed. So this is the Nothing Gen 3. Oh, that's nice. Comes with a little card that kind of, if you can see it, when you open it, it kind of rotates with the box. That's kind of like stuck to the top. That's very interesting. So this is the Nothing Gen 3, the little card attached to it. If I can just pull this card off, it seems to be a card with a tutorial. So this is the tutorial that the Nothing Gen 3 comes with. It's a little QR code and a website if you don't have that facilities, and the Nothing Gen 3, I guess. Very nice box, I like it. And of course the little padding to keep the device secure during transport. If I was you, if you ever buy something like this, keep it in the box, keep it secure, or build something that will keep it secure and prevent it from damaging. because as you imagine, you have a lot of equipment walking around your briefcase or your bag. You don't want things knocking around, or you miss a part, you lose a part. Okay, so this is the Nothing Gen 3. So what we have is, it seems like the liquid. So other reviewers considered this liquid quite interesting. It's their own formula. I suppose you can make your own, or you can use any liquid that you happen to have around, if you vape, as it were, or you go to a vape shop and you ask for the liquid. I normally replenish my liquids from a vape shop, and I use the glycerine. The glycerine that they have there, it's fairly inexpensive. I mean, I don't foresee any problems finding additional supply. So this is the little bottle that comes with. Very nice little tip there. Other devices, and I have some around me, they come with these replacement bottles that are much smaller, and doesn't look like they are as effective as this one, because it seems like this one has a little metal tip for the use. You can fill this up again, see if it unscrews. Yep, it unscrews, so you can fill this up again, use it again. It feels fairly well made, so I don't think it should leak in your bag. I don't think it should create any mess, because once you start filling up your device on the go during shows, you'll tend to spill a bit, and then your hand gets all oily and liquidy and messes up any silks you have. So I kind of like this bottle. It's quite a cool bottle. So yeah, definitely keeping that. We have a power cord. So, oh, even better, it's a USB power cord, and it's not a C, no, it's a B. So this USB power cord comes with it. I like the fact that you can charge this using your laptop, power bank if you have. I suppose be careful, and some reviewers actually mentioned it, be careful of the wattage in different countries. In South Africa it's 220 volts, so I would think this would be a safer route. We can charge it via laptop or power bank, so you get a constant power supply, and you don't damage your device or damage the battery, which is essentially the most important part. Okay, so we have, oh, this is great. Most devices that I've purchased don't come with this. I've actually had to build my own straps, and build them, of course, with some arts and crafty kind of idea as to what I would like. So this is quite a nice strap. It's stretchy. It's got Velcro, so you can, I don't know which country you're from, so it's Velcro, I don't know how you call it, or what you call it. In South Africa we call it Velcro. I suppose maybe some countries you call it sticky stuff, but okay. So that's a little Velcro, and we have a little compartment. I suppose this is where you thread it in and you place it on your wrist. So this is the very nice Velcro strap with the compartment that you have. I suppose that's where the device actually fits into. We have, oh, they'll come to that later. Looks like replacement coils, which is a great idea. I mean, you want something that's long lasting, so having replacement coils is great. I suppose there is some tutorial as to how you would actually replace it when you get to that point, but to have them is great. And please, like me, I tend to lose things, especially when they're this small. That's why I like to keep it in the box and make sure that it's hidden away from me, so that I don't deliberately lose it. We have the remote control. Okay, so it seems to have a little slider to prevent the remote control from accidentally activating. You don't want that from accidentally activating in your pocket or in your bag. You could run down the battery. So we have a remote control, and it seems to be activated by a little push. So it's the switch activated remote control. Some devices have a gravity sensor where you would have a remote control upright, and then you turn it around and then it activates the smoke. So that's the gravity sensor. This one does not have a gravity sensor. I suppose if you're into gravity sensors and having that kind of self-wall hitting magic, that'd be great. I remember I had a gravity sensor on my previous smoke device, and you know, when it gets to doing magic and going through the routines, going through the tables, you sometimes in such a spin when you're moving to one table to another, if you're a table hopper, and some places it gets very full and chaotic. I find that sometimes, not all times, I forget the gravity sensor is activated on my smoke device. So when I'm doing another routine and I accidentally activate my smoke device and a puff of smoke comes out from nowhere, which was not expected by myself or the audience. So that has happened to me, unfortunately, more than once. So I would normally not use the gravity sensor even if it had that option. That's just my preference. You may have a different preference. I suppose for big parlor effects you might want to do it, where you do the routine once. I like this actually. It's quite large. Got a little light here, so it tells you when it's activated or not. And that's interesting. It has a little keyhole apparatus, so you can maybe use it. I don't know if you want to hang it from your neck. And say it's a weird dog tag. But all right. So I personally like this. I mean, you can have it in your pocket, and then it doesn't take much effort to push it down, which is a good or bad thing, I guess, for those of you who are well versed in magic. You would realize very quickly that this could be a bad thing. But I like the fact that you can push it very, very easily. Some reviewers have indicated that for this device specifically, that they tend to stick. I haven't used it yet. It's brand new. I just unboxed it, just arrived in the last couple of seconds. So I would think that this one will not stick. It doesn't seem like it's sticking, but maybe they improved it, I guess. But definitely something that I like. I like this remote. This is cool. This is very cool. Suppose you can put that in your shoe as well. But okay, let's not try the shoe thing. But yeah, I like this remote control. Now for the actual device. Okay, so this is the little barrier to prevent you from accidentally activating the remote. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let's see. Oh, don't break it. You just got it. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna put it one side. It's not because with my luck I'll break it. Let's see. This is the device. Wow, I like this. This is nice. This is nice. It's not heavy. It's not heavy at all. That's my hand. That's the device. You can see it's sitting in the palm. I don't have the greatest of hands. Well, I don't have the biggest of hands. Let's put it that way. But it's fairly small. You can easily palm it. I would say finger palm maybe. If you want to do that, thumb palm. But yeah, it's got a little fan over there. And it does seem to have an on-off switch, so that's an on-off switch over there. And it also has, like the remote, this little key holder ring thing. So I don't know, so you can clip it on something, or you can thread it onto something. Maybe if you want to dangle it above your head and have smoke come from above. I don't know. The options are up to you, really. Like I said, this is not a magic effect. It's an enhancer, so it's supposed to enhance your current magic. But this is very cool. I love the size. So if this is the size, and then as I showed you earlier, the housing, you would mostly strap it to your wrist. Now I use it for my wrist, so I would strap it either in front of my watch or behind it. So it seems like this is the way it goes in. Some reviewers say you place it in front first and then in. Suppose that's how it works. So it's in and down. Let's try not to break it, Yurik. Don't break it, Yurik. Okay, so it seems to be in. Right, so this gets strapped to your wrist. It feels well made too. It's hard plastic. It's not smooth plastic. So, well, it's smooth on some points of it, but the sides is kind of rough. But I like it. There's your charging port. So you charge it on the side. And there's a vent there, and I showed you this earlier. It comes with an additional vent. It's so much more easier to remove than others. So you remove it, and you have your coil over there. So this is your coil. Presumably, and I have to go through it myself, you would then, oh, there's a little gap at the bottom, clearly see the gap, so you would probably fill it up this way. It explains why you needed this tapered end, so you can very nicely and evenly distribute your liquid on the coil, on the thread itself, and that will then activate it, I suspect. Yeah, so as I said, it comes with another vent. So if you do parlor tricks, etc., and you want to lay this down in your hat or in a box or whichever the case, or dove pan or whatever you use it for, and you don't want it to come, the smoke to come out from the nozzle itself forward, you use it with a separate nozzle and you lay it face up. The fan can then be easily accessible to the air above it, and then shoot smoke out from the top, and that will make the smoke rise more effectively than you would with the use this particular nozzle over there. So yeah, I'm going to have a good look at it. I'm going to prepare it, and then hopefully get a review of how the smoke actually works. So stand by. I'm going to quickly make sure this is charged. As I said, it just arrived. I'm just unboxing it, and immediately I'm very impressed by its build quality. It is very different from the other devices I used. It's much smaller than other devices I used, and it does look quite effective. I don't know how long the battery lasts at this point. I'm going to test this out for a week and then post another review on it after a week and see maybe or not I like it better than other devices, but other devices I used are quite bulky. So if you have the cash and you have the need to enhance your magic, I would recommend, just from the onset right now, the Gen 3. Nothing Gen 3. And if you have these things are not cheap, so if you have about, I think it costs about $200, $200 US. If you have that laying around, it's a great investment to enhance your magic. You can only enhance your current effects. You can use your imagination as to how you want to utilize the device in your routines, but I would definitely recommend it either for close-up magic, parlor, you're looking at stage. It will work either way. I'm going to quickly set this up and add maybe another or additional add-on to this video with the actual smoke. Right, so thanks for watching. My name is Jurich, and stay tuned for further reviews.